Flounder, Pleuronetidae, is a bottom-dwelling fish, commonly found in cold seas and of high commercial value. Fishing for flounder using a gill net is one of the most common methods, especially in the commercial fishing industry. A gill net is a large net designed to be pulled along the water current, catching fish as they swim into the net. A gill net is designed with multiple layers of mesh along the width of the net, with each layer made of nylon or other durable materials. These nets are usually several hundred to several thousand meters long, anchored to the seabed or suspended between layers of water. When the net is released, the vessel will drag the net along the water current or let the current carry the net automatically, catching fish swimming through the holes. Fish, including flounder, become entangled as they swim through and cannot escape. A gill net can be used at a variety of depths, depending on the target fish species and environmental conditions. The process of catching flounder with a trawl begins with the net being dropped into the water in the target area where flounder are commonly found. Once the net has been dropped, the vessel will move at a slow speed, allowing the net to stretch and spread out. Once a sufficient number of fish have been collected, the process of pulling the net up will begin. Harvesting fish from a trawl requires care and experience, as it can injure the fish if not done properly. The flounder caught in the net will be removed, sorted, and then refrigerated on board the vessel before being transported to the mainland. The trawl fishing method has many advantages. It allows for large quantities of fish to be harvested in a short period of time and is less labor-intensive than other methods. In addition, trawls are also capable of catching many different species of fish at the same time, increasing the economic value of the trip. However, this method also has disadvantages. Drift nets can cause bycatch, which is the catching of unwanted fish or marine life, affecting the ecosystem. Furthermore, they can damage the habitat of marine benthic species if used improperly. To minimize the negative impact of dredge nets on the environment, many countries and international organizations have set regulations on the size of the net, the time and the sea areas where the dredge nets can be used. These protection measures aim to maintain marine resources and ensure that the fishing of flounder and other fish species is carried out in a sustainable manner. In addition, modern technology has also been applied to dredge nets, such as positioning systems and sensors to monitor and manage the fishing process, minimize bycatch and protect non-target species. Drift net fishing for flounder is an important method in the fishing industry. Despite its many advantages, the application of this method needs to be properly managed and implemented to protect marine resources and maintain environmental sustainability. Norway is one of the countries with the most developed fisheries in the world, with rich marine resources and modern exploitation processes. Flounder, a valuable demersal fish, is one of the main targets of the fishing industry here. The method of catching flounder by trawling is a popular and widely used technique in the Norwegian fishing industry. A trawl is a large net, usually conical in shape, that is pulled across the seabed by a fishing vessel. The structure of a trawl includes a wide mouth, a body that gradually narrows towards the back, and a final part called a net bag, where the fish are collected. The trawl is designed to drag close to the seabed, where flounder often lives, maximizing the chance of catching this fish. When the vessel pulls the net, the mouth of the net will open wide, and the water pressure will force the fish to swim into the net. Flounder, which tend to lie close to the seabed, are drawn into the mouth of the net and gradually forced into the rear net bag. Norwegian flounder trawling usually begins with the search and location of flounder schools. Fishermen use sonar and other advanced tools to locate schools of fish on the seabed. Once located, the trawl is lowered to the seabed and begins to pull the net over the fish.
I always fish on my own now, because you have to, because the growers are so tight you can't afford to employ anybody. Fishing on your own, okay, as long as you take your time, think about what you're doing, don't push it up too much. Yeah, I've had a lot of mates of it.
The trawl is usually pulled at a slow and steady speed for a period of time to ensure the largest catch. When completed, the net is pulled aboard the vessel and the flounder trapped in the net bag is removed, sorted, and immediately refrigerated. There are many advantages to trawling. It allows for large quantities of fish to be harvested in one haul, increasing efficiency and reducing costs per trip.
Grab a sandwich and a cup of tea when you can. But if you're by yourself, you can't turn and go to bed. But you've got to keep a look out at all times.
Furthermore, trawls can be used at different depths, depending on the target fish species. However, trawling also faces many challenges. One of the main problems is that trawls can cause damage to the seabed environment, including the destruction of coral reefs and seabed ecosystems. In addition, trawls can also catch unwanted species, causing bycatch and reducing biodiversity.
So it's like a million starfish.
Norwegian government and international organizations have proposed many measures to minimize the negative impacts of trawls on the marine environment. Among these measures are the implementation of strict regulations on net size, towing speed, and areas where trawling is permitted. In addition, Norway has also applied advanced technology to monitor and manage fishing activities, including the use of electronic monitoring systems and data analysis tools to ensure that fishing is carried out in a sustainable manner.
Recently, and he took it back to Fleetwood, come back to Plymouth, Brixham, now it's back here again. That's getting around the country all right.
Trawling is an important method of catching halibut in the Norwegian fishing industry. Despite its economic benefits, its practice needs to be strictly managed to protect the marine environment and ensure the sustainability of fishery resources. Norway's efforts to apply conservation and sustainable management measures are making an important contribution to the maintenance and development of the country's fishing industry.
Most of the catch goes to Zeebrugge, majority of it. We sell a little bit locally, as much as we can. Don't like to put too many food miles on it. We'll keep our carbon footprint down. There doesn't seem much demand in England for soles. Sort of 90% of those exported probably.
There are several different types of trawls used in the fishing industry, depending on the target fish species and environmental conditions. Bottom trawls. These are designed to drag close to the seabed to catch bottom-dwelling fish such as flounder, cod, and crustaceans. Bottom trawls can have a significant impact on the seabed environment, so they are often used with mitigation measures such as net designs with protective covers to avoid damaging the seabed. Mid-level trawls. These are suspended in the water column, not touching the seabed. They are often used to catch mid-level fish such as herring, sardines, and tuna. Peak trawls. These are used to catch fish that live near the surface. Floating trawls are generally lighter and simpler in construction than bottom trawls. The trawling operation process is usually divided into the following main steps. Preparation and net release. Before starting to fish, fishermen must prepare the trawl and related equipment. The net is released into the water from the ship and pulled in a predetermined direction. The net release process must be done carefully to avoid tangling the net. Tow the net. The ship begins to move at a slow speed, dragging the net through areas with a lot of fish. Trawling time can last from a few hours to a whole day, depending on the conditions and objectives of the fishing trip. Harvesting and processing of fish. When the net has collected the desired amount of fish, the fishermen begin to pull the net onto the ship. The fish in the net will be removed and processed, including sorting, cleaning, and preserving. Advances in technology have significantly improved the efficiency and sustainability of the trawling method. Some of the technologies that stand out include sonar and GPS systems. These systems help fishermen locate schools of fish accurately and efficiently, reducing search time and increasing the likelihood of a successful catch. Electronic monitoring systems, EMSs help record and monitor the entire fishing process, from casting to harvesting, ensuring that sustainable fishing regulations are followed. Bycatch reduction devices. To reduce bycatch, vessels can be equipped with devices such as escape nets, light filters, and acoustic systems that drive unwanted fish away from fishing areas. While effective, the use of trawling also faces many challenges. Environmental impacts. bottom trawling can cause significant damage to the seabed environment, including the destruction of coral reefs, seagrasses, and habitats for many marine species. Bycatch. One of the biggest problems with trawls is catching unwanted fish or other marine life, such as sea turtles, sharks, and dolphins. This not only reduces biodiversity but also wastes resources. Competition and management of fisheries resources. Overfishing can lead to the depletion of fisheries resources. Therefore, strict management and setting of catch quotas are necessary to ensure the sustainability of marine resources. To deal with these challenges, the fishing industry is developing and applying many new solutions. Developing environmentally friendly trawls, researchers and engineers are designing new trawls that are less harmful to the environment and reduce bycatch. Using big data and artificial intelligence, AI, big data and AI can help optimize the fishing process, from predicting the location of fish schools to optimizing the route of the vessel. Adopting conservation and sustainable management policies, governments and international organizations are pushing for stricter regulations on fishing, including the establishment of marine protected areas and restrictions on the use of trawls in sensitive areas. Trawl fishing is an important method in the seafood industry, bringing high efficiency in exploiting marine resources. However, for this method to continue to develop sustainably, strict management and the application of advanced technological solutions are needed. Balancing economic benefits and environmental protection will be key to maintaining marine resources for future generations.
Gill. You don't have to go right through there. Have it through there, yeah. Just go down. Yeah, right there. Place it on the knife. Is
that it?
That's good, yeah.
That's it?
That's good, yeah. It's all bleeding.
Oh,
no, you can unhook it. We need to leave it now. Here's how you unhook it. Throw that thing right up here, man. So I'll show you how you unhook a halibut.
Longlining is a popular fishing technique, especially in the marine industry in Nordic waters such as Norway. It is effective for catching groundfish such as flounder, cod, and smelt. The longline can be cast to the seabed or at different water levels, depending on the target fish species and fishing conditions.
20 inches, that's 2 feet.
All right, now.
So that's right there? That's all it takes? Okay.
You want to throw that. You both the gills. They're hard to clean if you hold the gills. See that?
Yeah.
You let them die. I'm going to show you how to clean with it.
The longline consists of a long main line, usually several kilometers to tens of kilometers, to which are attached a number of shorter sidelines, each with a baited hook. The sidelines are attached to the main line at regular intervals. The bait is usually small fish or squid, selected to attract flounder.
They're a ferocious predator. They're very good eating.
How do you dehook that one? Same way?
Same way until he dies.
Wait till he dies. Small halibut. Big enough? Not big enough. Not even close. So how many pounds do you think that is?
That's about a 12 pounder. By the time we got it, 12 pounds.
Small? That's small?
What they call the medium.
Medium.
The longline is cast from a vessel and anchored to the seabed or suspended in mid-water, depending on the location of the flounder school. After the longline is cast, it is left for a period of time to allow fish to swim up and bite. The longline fishing process typically involves the following steps.
Oh, okay.
You gap in the head. That's what you got to do. If you gap back here, you never do them.
Can't sell them?
It's like baseball. Try not to gap. I like gapping in the cheek.
They won't. What's that guy?
That's a boogie. It's a rockfish. Pull back. He's a big halibut eats them. Pull back.
Can I address this?
Preparation.
Can I address
Before
this guy?
starting, the fisherman prepares the bait and hooks, then attaches them to the long line. The
The
location of the long line is determined by factors such as season, current, and experience from previous fishing trips. Long lining is one of the traditional and effective methods of fishing for cod in Norway. Cod
Has that guy just been hanging on for dear life for hours?
I'll just... No. I can actually clean them for them.
Kind of a knife.
You want a knife? I got it. All right.
How do I do that?
Right to gill. Yeah. Dab it to gill. That's good. That's good.
Cod is a valuable fish species that lives in cold, deep waters. The long lining method allows fishermen to harvest cod efficiently and sustainably, while maintaining high-quality fish after harvest.
Yeah, you should check it.
The long line consists of a long main line to which several shorter branch lines are attached, each with a baited hook.
I do. How about that?
All right. You got him. That's your dog. Dab it. Bleed it. Dab it right to the gill. Right there. That's good. Don't do better than...
These branch lines are evenly distributed along the main line, which extends the fishing range and increases the chance of catching cod. The bait used is usually small fish, squid, or other marine life that cod prefer. The long line can be dropped to the seabed or at different depths depending on the location of the cod school.
I'll do it. Just one time. Yeah. There you go. No push it around. There you go. I'm gonna hit it a little bit more.
Go sit and let it die for a small.
No, here. No, okay.
Yeah, go again. So the base.
The Norwegian longline cod fishing process typically involves the following steps. Preparation. Before starting, the fisherman prepares the hooks and bait, then attaches them to the long line. The area where the long line is dropped is chosen based on factors such as season, currents, and experience.
There you go. There you go. You're getting on to it.
Yeah, I'll get it eventually. Is there a place I can put my hooks, or do you want me to give them to you?
So here's a plate. You can just put it down. We need a 40-pounder.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, I can bleed them too.
Drop. The boat moves slowly as the long line is dropped into the water. The long line is pulled taut to keep the hooks in place, ensuring that they do not tangle or hit the bottom too early. Waiting and retrieving. After the long line is dropped, the fisherman leaves the line in the water for several hours to overnight, allowing the cod to approach and bite.
Oh, come in. Get your gap. Come to the board. All right. Woo. Good show, guys. Good show.
So in the future, if I'm using this thing, I go feeder?
No, you just go in the head.
When the time is right, the long line is slowly retrieved. Harvesting and handling. As the long line is pulled up, the cod caught on the hooks are removed. The fish are then sorted, cleaned, and refrigerated on board to ensure the best quality. High-quality fish, because the cod are caught one at a time, they are less damaged than when caught in a trawl, resulting in better meat quality.
Link on. Keeper, maybe. Don't know. Here you go.
You can always store it right there.
Economic efficiency. This method allows fishermen to harvest cod efficiently without having to invest heavily in complex equipment. Bycatch and environmental impact. Although less harmful than a trawl, long lines can still catch unwanted species or endanger other marine life such as seabirds. Technical requirements and experience. Casting and retrieving long lines requires skill and experience to ensure that hooks do not become tangled and fish are harvested efficiently. Norway is one of the leading countries in the sustainable management of marine resources. Measures to manage longline cod fishing include Catch quotas. The Norwegian government applies strict quotas to control the amount of cod allowed to be caught each year, ensuring that the resource is not overexploited. Monitoring technology. Fishing vessels are equipped with electronic monitoring systems to monitor and report fishing activity, ensuring compliance with regulations. Bait and hook selection. Regulations on bait use and hook design aim to minimize bycatch and protect non-target species. Longline cod fishing is a sustainable and efficient method in Norway, allowing for the rational exploitation of cod resources while protecting the marine environment. By combining modern technology and strict management, this method not only maintains abundant cod stocks but also ensures high quality of the final product. Drop line. The boat moves slowly while dropping the long line into the water. The long line is pulled taut to hold the hooks in place. This process requires care to ensure that the branch lines do not become tangled. Waiting and retrieving. The long line is left in the water for a period of time, usually from several hours to overnight, to ensure that the fish have enough time to swim up and bite. The long line is then slowly retrieved to check for hooked fish. Harvesting and handling. As the long line is pulled up, the fisherman removes each flounder from the hook. The fish are sorted, cleaned, and refrigerated on board to ensure quality. Better fish quality. Compared to other fishing methods, longline fishing generally maintains better fish quality because the fish are caught one at a time, not compressed in the net. Reduced bycatch. This method has the potential to reduce the capture of unwanted species compared to trawling, thanks to the selection of bait and fishing location. Time and effort. The preparation, casting, and harvesting processes require more time and effort than other fishing methods. Environmental impact. Although less harmful than trawling, longlines can still cause bycatch and can affect non-target species such as seabirds or sea turtles. Norway, with its strict fisheries management, has implemented a number of measures to ensure that longline fishing is sustainable. These include catch quotas, clear quantification of the number of halibut each vessel can catch in a season, gear regulations, requirements for the size and number of hooks per longline, as well as the use of baits and devices that reduce bycatch. Monitoring and inspection. Use of electronic monitoring technology and regular inspections by regulatory agencies to ensure compliance with regulations. The Norwegian longline method of halibut fishing is a traditional technique that remains highly efficient and sustainable. The application of strict management measures and the use of advanced technology has helped Norway maintain its abundant halibut resources while protecting the marine environment. Commercial longline fishing is a traditional but still very effective method for catching groundfish such as cod and halibut. In Norway, this method has been optimized and modernized to suit industrial scale, ensuring the supply of high-quality fish to the international market while maintaining the sustainability of the fishery. Mainline, this is the longest part of the line, which can be from a few kilometers to tens of kilometers. The main line is made of durable materials such as nylon or polypropylene, which are strong and resistant to abrasion. Branch lines are attached to the main line at regular intervals. The length of the branch lines is usually from 1 to 3 meters. Each branch line has a baited hook. Hooks and bait. Hooks come in different sizes, depending on the target fish species. Bait can be small fish, squid, or other marine life that cod or flounder like to eat. Support accessories, buoys and anchors are used to hold the main line at the desired depth and ensure that the long line does not tangle or stray when dropped into the water. Casting, the vessel slowly moves along a predetermined path, dropping the long line into the water. This process can take several hours, and must be done carefully to avoid tangling the line or hook. Retrieving, after the long line is dropped, it is left for a period of time, usually several hours to overnight, to allow fish to swim up and bite. The long line is then slowly pulled up to harvest the fish. GPS and positioning systems. Modern commercial fishing vessels are often equipped with GPS and advanced positioning systems to determine and maintain the correct position of the long line. This ensures that the long line is dropped in areas with high fish density. Sonar. Sonar is used to locate schools of fish underwater. Modern sonar technology can differentiate between different fish species, helping fishermen optimize their location and timing of their line drops. EMS is used to monitor and record the entire fishing process. This system helps ensure that environmental regulations and the protection of fish resources are strictly followed. Sorting and storage machines. Immediately after the fish are harvested, they are put into automatic sorting machines to be divided into different categories based on size and quality. The fish are then cleaned and stored in cold storage on board to keep them fresh. Quotas. The Norwegian government applies strict catch quotas for each season, stipulating the amount of fish each vessel is allowed to catch. These quotas are determined based on scientific studies of fish stocks and the ecological status of the species. Protected areas. Areas that are ecologically sensitive or important for fish reproduction are strictly protected. Training and education. Fishermen are trained and educated in sustainable fishing methods, ensuring that they can carry out their activities responsibly. Automation. The development of automation technology can help reduce labor and increase efficiency in the catching and processing of fish. Automated systems can replace many manual steps, from casting lines to harvesting and preserving fish. Biodiversity protection. Regulations on biodiversity protection are becoming increasingly strict, with a particular focus on protecting endangered species and maintaining marine ecosystems. Commercial longline fishing for cod and halibut in Norway is a traditional method that has been modernized to be industrial and sustainable. The combination of modern technology, strict management, and strict adherence to environmental protection regulations has helped Norway maintain its